Hi, I'm Steve, you, and this is Digivice. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 things you can do this quarter to prepare you for the next. So where do you get started? The first one is to set goals. So a lot of people talk about setting goals, setting SMART goals, but do you actually set them? And do you have key performance indicators or KPIs to determine how on track you are with those goals? That's what you can do this quarter. Set goals for the end of the quarter, and then set goals for the end of the financial year as well, because after this quarter you've got one more quarter and then we're already at the end of the financial year. So if you have those goals set with KPIs or milestones or whatever you want to call them along the way, then you can track how you're going and make changes throughout this quarter and the next to develop better strategies to achieve those goals. The next thing that you can do is to develop a content strategy. Now, if you want to do anything online, whether it's social media, SEO, digital ads, those sorts of things, then you need a content strategy. You can do direct sales, but direct sales generally don't work in a service-based industry. You're looking at developing a relationship rather than just going, hey, buy my stuff. And that's where a content strategy really helps out. So if you haven't already started with a content strategy, you really need to get onto that and set it so that this quarter you're not really going to have the time to develop a solid strategy to set everything up and start it this quarter, but start working on it now. And that way next quarter you have this strategy all planned out so that you can just go, all right, well, this content's going to go on Monday, the 1st of January, and then this one will go on the next week, and so on and so forth. That way your content has more depth as well, because you won't just be developing content that isn't related to each other. It'll go step by step with, okay, well, this week is about goals, and then we're going to be talking about KPIs, and then we're going to be talking about how to analyze that data, and then we're going to be talking about what to do with that data after you've analyzed it. That sort of process in place, which makes a lot more sense, and people are more likely to follow that logical sequence. And the third one is be consistent. That's a good step, I would think. Be consistent with everything that you do. It's not a matter of just doing it for this quarter and this quarter alone. If you continue with each quarter and just make a start and just continue with it over and over again, then by this time next financial year, you might have actually achieved something that you didn't think was possible. You might have a lead generation process which just runs by itself by just creating these small videos, or developing the content strategy, or making phone calls, or whatever the strategy is. Just be consistent with it. So those are my 3 my 3 tips for this quarter. Thanks.